because I am completely bored and don't know what to do with myself, I'm going to make some cooking videos to teach you guys how to make some of the basic things that I use in my daily life that I think would also help you out. The first one that I'm going to show to you is oat milk. And it's something that you can buy at some stores. Here in Iron Mountain, you can't get it at a lot of stores. I was talking with a friend about it, and it's so easy to make. I love it in my coffee. You can use it for milk or baking or whatever you want. So to start off with, I'm just going to show you everything that you're going to need for this recipe. First, you're going to need some oats. You don't want quick oats, you just want normal oats. I've never tried it with steel cut oats. I'm assuming that's not going to work the same, so I just use these oats. If you are gluten-free, of course, get gluten-free oats. I just buy the most basic oats. You are going to need some salt, just some normal sea salt. That's optional, but I like salt in everything. Dates, that's a good sweetener, so you don't have to use fake sweeteners. You're going to need some filtered water, a nut milk bag. I buy these on Amazon and they are amazing. And then lastly, you're going to need a blender. Ideally, you would use a bigger blender, but this is all that I have, so you gotta use what you have, especially right now. So the first step that you're gonna do, I already did it because this is not take one of this video. This is my second take or third take. So you are going to measure out 1 cup of oats, and the cup, so you'd fill it up to 8 ounces. And then I also threw in the dates in here. I put 3 dates that are already pitted, and because dates really do need to soak also so that they can get a little softer for blending. And then I just poured some of my filtered water. It's cold, you do not want warm, otherwise you're going to end up with a slimy nut milk, which is not what you want. You're just going to pour it over it. You're going to let it soak anywhere from an hour to overnight. I would soak them overnight in the fridge, don't leave them out on the counter. And you can cover it up also. And I will see you back in a little bit once that is done soaking. So the next step for the oat milk is, you can see that all the water is really creamy looking and the oats have really absorbed a lot of the water. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to strain this out now, and then we're going to blend it. So to strain it, you're going to want a, should have done this before, just a fine mesh strainer. It doesn't, you don't need to squeeze it out necessarily, but what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we are going to pour it out. I do not have a great camera setup, so I'm just going to do it not really the best way. You can just pour this right into the sink, but I'm going to do it into a pot so you can see me doing it. So you're going to pour it out into here, and you can just take a spoon to squish it out. I don't know if you can see, but that liquid, it's a little bit thick and syrupy. You don't want that because that's what's going to make your oat milk to be slimy. So I'm actually going to put a little water in here and swish around because you never want to waste any good stuff. So I'm going to dump that in here. And like I said before, I don't have a big blender right now, so I'm going to have to do it in a couple batches. And you would normally put everything, all of the oats in your blender. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just going to put a little bit of my oats in here, and I'll do it in multiple batches. You're going to mix this 1 cup of oats that has been soaked with 4 cups of water. Okay, so I'm going to do it in about 4 batches, just because it's so small. And I have this bottle, filtered water. Always use your filtered water. And this bottle is 32 ounces, so that's 4 cups, so I don't need to measure it because I already measured it in here. So you're going to take your oats. I have some of the dates in here too. You can kind of see that maybe. And you're going to pour some water in there. Just fill it up. Not too much, but enough. And then we are going to put the blender lid on it. And then you're going to put it in your little blender. And I'm going to leave you on for this because you really do not want to blend it for too long because otherwise it's going to be hard to strain out. So, sorry, it's going to be loud for a minute. So I am still more new to this. I might suggest that you would take some of the water and blend your dates first because you want to be able to get as much as possible out of them. So you can see, can't really see. There's still some chunks in here. Okay, so I didn't get it perfectly, and that's okay. You just really don't want this to turn into slime. And I took my nut milk bag, I put it on a pitcher, and mine just happens to fit perfectly. The nut milk bags are much easier than cheesecloth, which you can use, but the cheesecloth is just harder to use. This is really easy, and a strainer also is not fine enough. So use what you have, but if you really want the best quality, you're gonna want to just buy some nut milk bags. I actually use them all the time for different things, so you may find yourself using them more often than you think that you need them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, and you're gonna pour it in there. Pour it all in there. You can see it's kind of squlopped in there. And what I do then, I'm not gonna do it all right now. I'll come back to that, so you'll see it in a little bit. And you're gonna go like that. You're just gonna take this bag, I'm spilling this, and you're just gonna squeeze it out. Okay, so you just want to squeeze out all of the goodness, and just keep going on that. Normally I would squeeze it with both my hands. I'm just trying to show you how I do it. So I'm squeezing all of that out. I would also, if you want to add your salt, add that when you blend it so it can get in there nice and blended up. And then if you want to add vanilla, you can also do that. I am happy with just dates. You can also add maple syrup. Maple syrup and sea salt in anything is good, so especially oat milk. So once you are done with that, like I said, I'm not going to show you the whole thing so I can spare you getting bored, but let me grab a cup and then you can see what it looks like finished. So I only did one batch in my blender and I'll do the rest of it, but to spare you some time, pour some in a glass. I think it's a little better chilled, but it's still good like this. Yep, it's good. So add this to your coffee, your cereal, your baked goods, whatever you want. It's tasty, it's healthy, it's actually really easy to make. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you watch for more to come. Thanks, bye. Oh, and a PS on the oat milk. This is really only going to last for a couple days. One, because it tastes so good, and two, because it is all natural. There's no preservatives except for a little bit of salt in it. So I would say don't let this sit in your fridge for a week because it might start to turn a little bit sour, and we don't want that. So drink it up, use it up, only make what you're gonna drink. And I would put it in an airtight container. My favorite ones are these. I do not have any for my oat milk right now, but that's okay because I only made a little bit and I'm gonna drink it super fast because I love it. So enjoy your oat milk that you're going to make at home.